हरे कृष्णा महाराज की जय गुरु महाराज ने this is Shama Devidas from Charlotte.
हरे कृष्णा श्यामा गौरी माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय। Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call, माता जी। हरे कृष्णा माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। All to श्रील प्रभुपाद and गुरु महाराज। इधर रतिका दरातिका देवीदास की from Noida, India। हरे कृष्णा रति प्रणाम माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call, माता जी। Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanab Pranam to you and all the assembled devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. This is Lalitangi Radha Devi Das. Hare Krishna Lalitangi Radha Devi Das Mataji, Dhanab Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call, Mataji. Okay, I welcome all of you once again. Thank you everyone for joining this conference session. The recording has started. Today's class will be given by His Grace His Grace Baldev Das on Srimad Bhagavatam, verse 4.12.22 onwards. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, you are there on the call.
Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji is unable to call, so can someone connect Prabhuji? I will send the number.
Hare Krishna Mataji, is anyone connecting? You can connect, Mataji.
Yeah, yes, Mataji, you can connect. I have sent the number in coordinators book.
Yes, Mataji. This session is no longer being recorded.
Hare Krishna, we can continue chanting until Prabhuji comes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Prabhuji, are you there on the call?
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. That was pronounced Srila Prabhupada.
The recording has started.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call and giving your valuable association on this conference call. And you can take over, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, 12th chapter, text number 42. Tam Krishna Pada Prinivishta Chetasam Baddhanjalim Prashnayanam Vakandaram Sunandananda Upasitya Sasmitam Pratyuchato Pushkaranavasammatam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Dhruva Maharaj was always absorbed in thinking of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. His heart was full with Krishna. When the two confidential servants of the Supreme Lord, who were named Nanda and Sunanda, approached him smiling happily, Dhruva stood with folded hands, bowing down humbly. They then addressed him as follows. In this verse, the word Pushkara Nabha Sammatau is significant. Krishna or Lord Vishnu is known for his lotus eyes, lotus navel, lotus feet, and lotus palms. Here he is called as Pushkar Nabha, which means the Supreme Personality of Godhead who has a lotus navel. And Sammatau means two confidentially or very obedient servants. The materialistic way of life differs from the spiritual way of life in that one is disobedience and the other is obedience to the will of the Supreme Lord. All living entities are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, and they are supposed to be always agreeable to the order of the Supreme Person, that is perfect oneness. In the Vaikuntha world, all the living entities are in oneness with the Supreme Godhead because they never defy His orders. Here in the material world, however, they are not sammata, agreeable, but always asammata, disagreeable. This human form of life is a chance to be trained to be agreeable to the orders of the Supreme Lord. To bring about this training in society is the mission of the Krishna consciousness movement. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, the laws of material nature are very strict. No one can overcome the stringent laws of material nature. But one who becomes a surrendered soul and agrees to the order of Supreme Lord can easily overcome those stringent laws. The example of Dhruva Maharaj is very fitting. Simply by becoming agreeable to the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and by developing love of Godhead, Dhruva got the chance to personally meet the confidential servants of Lord Vishnu face to face. What was possible for Dhruva Maharaj is possible for everyone. Anyone who very seriously engages in devotional service can obtain in due course of time the same perfection of the human form of life. Omagya Jimirandasya ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कलामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपदा सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरकिशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we are continuing our reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, and almost reaching the penultimate end of this beautiful series of description of character of Guru Maharaj and his pastimes. In the outside ISKCON world, especially in India, this whole episode is called as Dhruva Charitra, the beautiful character and pastimes of Guru Maharaj.
Prabhuji, can you put it loud? Please forgive me. Can you put it loud?
Louder, more loud?
Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are coming to the end of the beautiful series of lessons and chapters from Dhruva Maharaj's life, and this whole series is called in the non-ISKCON world, especially in the Hindi population of India, they call it as Dhruva Charitra, beautiful character and pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj. So I was just contemplating that this image that we began the whole Dhruva Charitra right from when Dhruva Maharaj was very, very small, like at the age of 5, when he was insulted by his stepmother. And then we move on to the episode of Dhruva Maharaj going to forest to take revenge. Then being further guided by his spiritual master Narad Muni, and thereafter got enlightenment, and he got the beautiful vision, darshan of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu. And therein Lord Vishnu told him to rule the kingdom, which is land for that, death for him. So he comes back, rules the whole kingdom, and in while his stepbrother gets killed, and then there's a big fight between Dhruva Maharaj and the Yakshas. So all that thing comes in truth, and now here we can see almost like now in this particular verse which we are reading today, Dhruva Maharaj's time has come to ascend to the spiritual world. So we are getting wonderful lessons of Vaishnavism, Krishna consciousness, from womb to tomb. Almost like Dhruva Maharaj is speaking, Dhruva Maharaj is showing us how to be a Vaishnava right from the 5 years, lessons from his life, from 5 till the time now he is about to leave this material world and go back home, back to God. So this is a beautiful insight into the life of Dhruva Maharaj. In this world, we have people, many people are very much interested in knowing about heroes, their lives. In fact, nowadays, many Hollywood films are on biopics of my heroes. So, what can be most wonderful than to read and hear about the beautiful, heroic, Krishna-conscious activities of Dhruva Maharaj? And yes, there is so much of action and climax in this whole series. So there is action, the climax, everything is there. What in the material world we always wish to have. And yet, after reading, hearing those, this whole thing, we also get purification. Like one particular time, I was hearing a lecture on Ramayana, and the speaker was mentioning that Lord knows what are the different rasas people in this material world, or rather a soul is aspiring for. So Lord arranges all those rasas in his own epics, in his own tales. Like Ramayana is one such particular narrative of Lord Ram, of Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead, who arranges his whole pastimes just so that the material world, the conditioned souls get attracted to it. The conditioned souls want climax, they want horror, they want romance, they want comedy, and they want action. All this is something which we can see that today in the world, the Bollywood and Tollywood and all Hollywood movies are, they make money on that because people are there, they want this kind of things. So Lord Ram and Lord Krishna arrange those rasas in their pastimes, so their devotees' pastimes, so that we can get that rasa which we are looking in the material world through spiritual personalities. And while going through those rasas, we also get purified. So here in Dhruva Maharaj's whole life, we can see beautiful lessons, and we can emulate those lessons in our life. We can take it as a hero of our life. And yes, now the pinnacle has come where now here we find Dhruva Maharaj is about to go back home, back to God. So this is something, this particular time which Dhruva Maharaj is now having, right? It is the ultimate wish of every devotee who is practicing Krishna consciousness. That one particular day, this kind of time will come in my life when such an opportunity will also await me. When whatever Sri Krishna consciousness I have done, Krishna will be pleased with that, and Krishna will arrange the journey in the material world to end, and the ascent back home, back to God will take place. So while reading and hearing this particular verse or series of verses thereafter, we also contemplate desire that one day this day will also be mine. While reading this verse, I remember a beautiful bhajan which Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung. Kabir Habe Se Dir Amar. So he is also, it's a good aspiration. The devotee should always aspire properly. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is showing us how to have our aspirations. Kabir Habe Se Dir Amar. So he's saying, oh, when that day will be mine, when Aparadha Ruchi Shuddha Nama Ruchi, when Aparat which is without any offenses, Shuddha Nama Ruchi. I will develop taste for believing, pure believing. And then it goes on in the whole Bhajan mentioning the different aspirations of him and how you get a chance to associate with devotees purely, serve them nicely. So, as a Krishna conscious living entity, we do not give up our own desires, but we just dotain our desires in Krishna. Yes, we also have our aspirations, we also have our desires, but our desires are all for pleasing Guru, Vaishnavas, and Krishna. So, while we are living this material world in different varnashram systems, whether as a brahmachari, grahastha, vanaprastha, or sannyas, brahmana, kshatriya, vaishya, or shudra, or whichever way, whichever place we are staying in, we have our own aspirations. We all aspire that our family prospers very well, they are very settled down, and we also aspire that our children get good job, or we get good job, or so on and so forth. So aspirations are definitely there in our lives, and that is not wrong, because as a person living in the material world, life is full of so many desires. But there has to be also, apart from the short aspirations, long-term aspirations also. That one particular day I need to be also pure, so that I can make it back in spiritual world, free from where I came. So, like, we often go to temple, and then we ask so many things from Krishna, right? Krishna, I want this, Krishna, I want that. One, we should also go to Krishna, which actually everyone is doing, many of us are doing that. Just recollecting and trying to refocus that. We should also go to Krishna and thank you, Krishna. You give me so much. I'm always keeping asking so many things and lacking this, Krishna. But I've never thanked you enough. Right? Like one Hindi saying is there, and I will translate in English later. भगवान ने एक दिन मंदिर में आए हुए से पूछा, भगवान ने एक दिन मंदिर में आए हुए से पूछा, हमेशा मांगने आते हो, कभी मिलने भी आया हो? हमेशा मांगने आते हो, कभी मिलने भी आया हो? So the Hindi translation is that Lord is telling or saying to all the people who come to see him in the temple, and he's telling him that you all come to ask from me so many times, but sometimes you should come to just meet me also, without any agenda. So the whole point is that we go to God Krishna and just thank him also. Krishna has given so much. There's even a devotees association, and I'm qualified for it. There's given a chance to chant the holy names of Krishna. He has given a chance to take prasadam. He has given so much. And yet I am not yet fully utilizing whatever he has given me. Kindly give me strength, so can I use everything you have given me properly and make use of it. So when we thank Krishna, when we progress in our life in this way, we should know that our life is like a journey, a yatra. We always go on trips, right? So our life is like a trip. We're going on a long, long trip away from our home, and our journey will end when we reach our home. Guru Maharaj's journey is ending here in this world, because he's going to return back home, back to our place where he belongs to. I was a few years back attending a book distribution conference, and one devotee from Russia was very beautifully citing a story that how while we're practicing Krishna consciousness and we are not sure what will happen to us in the future, we should all be very grateful that Srila Prabhupada has paved a path that if we just follow what Prabhupada has said, then in due course of time we will reach achieve perfection of life for sure. So this devotee was mentioning that there was one good distributor in Moscow who was regularly distributing Srila Prabhupada's books on the street. However, in due course of time, this devotee got ill health, And then it was soon they realized that he was having cancer, and he was completely bedridden. Young man, bedridden, cancer, and people come thinking that the devotees must be very moral, sad. So they would try to come to very much enliven him. But coming into the association, into his room, they would be enlivened by the way he was living his life, completely satisfied in Krishna consciousness, even in that state, practicing the art of gratitude. And indeed, uh, we were told by this preacher that when the last time came, the end of this devotee came, his devotee's eyes sparkled. He shouted loudly in the native language, the Russian language, Srila Prabhupada has not cheated us. And then he raised his arms, the thumbs up to everyone, and left his body. And everyone was like, wow. So this devotee was kind of figuring out that many devotees are still thinking what will happen to us, what's the next thing. So while leaving also, he enlivened everyone that actually what he could see in the future while leaving his body, that everything was very super fine. Prabhupada was actually not teaching us. Prabhupada has told us that if we practice Krishna consciousness throughout our life, Krishna will indeed come. Krishna will be there with us. Like this. So this is the beautiful movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which we are all in. One devotee once was traveling in the train in Mumbai, and he met one gentleman who was following some other spiritual organization. So he saw the tilak in the devotee's forehead. So he asked, I am also part of a spiritual organization. Which organization you are part of? And this person introduced that I am part of leading. So you know that there is one movement for us art of leading by Sri Ravi Shankar. So the devotee, he smiled and said, you are part of art of living. Our Hare Krishna is also art of leading. Not just living, but leading. It means not just how we live this material world, but also how we lead this material world. Go this, live in this material world in such a way that finally we leave this material world. With this, I also recollect that many years back, one particular senior ISKCON GBC and Sannyasi had come to our temple, whom I knew very well from many days before. So then I went and met him in his room. So as soon as he saw me, he asked me that, how are you? Generally when some very senior person asks you, how are you? Then you become very conscious of what his answer may be. So in this case, I humbled a bit and I said, Maharaj, I am struggling. That's a standard answer which we give someone senior. If it is a new person or anyone equally say, I am fine, Prabhu, I'm fine, Maharaj. But when some senior who can see you through and through, he asks this question, he may say, I'm struggling. Senior to Maharaj said, oh, you are struggling. Good. But are you struggling to remain in this material world, or are you struggling to go out of this material world? So that was a super question. Yes. What are we struggling with? Everyone is struggling in the material world. The karmis are struggling, the jnanis are struggling, the jnanis are struggling. And the devotees are all struggling. Our struggles are different. The devotees struggle, live in this world, and ultimately leave this material world. Like that. So, recently, Indra Swami Maharaj, which came to our temple, and he mentioned a very beautiful point on journey of a sadhaka from neophyte stage to the stage of perfection. He was mentioning that when a devotee is in neophyte stage, that time he has no taste for Krishna consciousness. However, his taste for self-gratification is still on. So that's a great struggle for him because he has not yet developed any taste of Krishna consciousness. Thus, he has not lost the taste of self-gratification. And the journey begins somewhere. And in due course of time, by practice of Krishna consciousness, then the devotee loses the taste of self-gratification and develops taste for Krishna consciousness. We call it the higher taste. So it's mentioning that actually there is no taste of self-gratification. We just perceive that taste. However, there is a great taste of Krishna consciousness, but somehow or other we are not able to perceive that taste. That's how predicament in the material world. Indra Maharaj gave an example for this. He mentioned that once he was traveling in a village in India, and then he saw in front of him that one man was bitten by a cobra. So all the people in the village, they assembled near him. The man was struggling, shouting, "Please help me, I'm going to die." And Maharaj mentioned that he was trying to get a doctor to get this person admitted. But one guy from the village came and said, "No, no, doctor, no, no, doctor. We have a person who can chant the mantras and get this poison away." And in just 1 minute time, this man came, some appeared something. He came and chanted some loud mantras, some unique mantras. And what was happening was this man who was bitten by a cobra, he went through all that different expressions, emotions, and ultimately the foam started coming out from the mouth of this person who was bitten by a cobra. At that time, this water, neem leaf, bitter neem leaf, and then he told, "Taste this neem." The man who was struggling with the cobra bite was given the neem leaf in his mouth. I said, "Chew this. Tell me whether it is sweet or it is bitter." The man chewed and said, "Oh, this is sweet." And the fakir said, "It's sweet." The fakir chanted some more mantras and some more foam came. And then after that, the same neem leaf again was given to him and said, "Now taste this." And then he said, "Now it is tasting less sweeter." And when he started chanting many mantras and so much of foam coming out of the mouth, then what happened? Oh, then the neem leaf was given and said, "Oh, it is tasting bitter." And he turned around to people and said, "See, actually because of the cobra's venomous poison, the bitter leaf, actual bitter leaf was tasting sweet for it. But when the poison was removed, we got the real taste of the neem leaf, that is bitterness." Maharaj's example that actually self-gratification is very bitter. But because we are in this Enechi Aushadi Maya Nasi Baro Nagi, Harinao Mahamantra Rao, we are all in the lap of which Maya? Nagul says, "Jeev jago, koi vichran to bole. Kota nitra jao Maya, Ishachi." So being bitten by the cobra of Maya, we have poison all around our consciousness. In that poisonous state, its self-gratification is so bitter, it tastes sweet for us. It is not sweet, it is bitter actually. But in that state, it tastes very sweet. But when Krishna consciousness acts, that illusion goes away. And that same self-gratification which we would relish in our life becomes distasteful. Right? Like for example, many of us before becoming devotees, we will eat so many obnoxious things. But now we don't think about it, right? And we actually, when we very much repent for why we wasted so much of life and our energy and money on those useless things. But yet, when we were drinking those things or eating those things before becoming devotees, we were relishing those things, right? Because that taste was not there, but the illusion made it tasty. So this is how self-gratification without taste feels tasty under the garb of illusion. On the same way, in the Nectar of Instructions, Srila Rupa Goswami gives another example of a person who is suffering from blindness. When you give him a glass of sugarcane juice, the sugarcane juice is so sweet, tastes bitter. Sugarcane is sweet, but this guy feels it bitter. When you give him, he says, oh, I don't take, it's very bitter. The doctor tells him, drink, drink. Now you may drink it as medicine. And this medicine will work on your tongue, which is full of bile, and slowly cure your jaundice. In the course of time, the same sugarcane juice, which you are now taking as medicine, you will finally be able to relish the real sweetness. The whole idea is that Krishna consciousness is actually tasty. You can see in the life of great Vaishnava Acharyas, they really taste Krishna consciousness. There is Dhruva Maharaj tasting Krishna consciousness. And we are all studying taste that Krishna consciousness because our taste for sense gratification is still there. However, a great lesson is learned from Dhruva Maharaj's episode that we should continue our Krishna consciousness. We should not get infected. And we should have full faith and hope that yes, Prabhupada has not cheated us. Prabhupada has given us a path, favored a path for us, which is very, very easy, sublime. And one day, Habe Sevi Hamar, one day will come when what Guru Maharaj is realizing here in this particular verse, they will also realize. Indra Maharaj also was mentioning another point. There is a local Vrindavan saying among the Brajvasis that if one wants to perfect his life, it requires 3 lifetimes. How many lifetimes? 3 lifetimes. They mentioned that first life you stay in Braja, then you become a sadhana bhakta. Then you die as sadhana bhakta. Then again, if you are born in Braja, then you practice sadhana bhakta and reach bhava bhakta in second life. When you die as a bhava bhakta, and then again you are reborn in Braja, third life, and then you achieve prema bhakta, and then finally you go back to body. This is a local lore, it's a local saying amongst Brajavasis. That's how they achieve perfection. Now, Maharaj was mentioning a beautiful point that this is among the Navan Vasis, Brajavasis, who worship in their life Shishadana. Now, in this age of Kali Yuga, the same Srimati Radharani and the same Krishna, they have come together as one, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The same Radharani and Krishna, the abode of sweetness, they have come together as Lord Chaitanya as the abode of mercifulness. And what they are doing? They're cutting short this first, second, third, 3 lives, and they're offering everything in one life, just the same lifetime. So what was so difficult previously, among the Brajavasis local saying also, same thing can be achieved in the movement of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the mercy of our Acharyas, especially Srila Prabhupada, that if we stick on to this Krishna consciousness movement, going back to us may be difficult process, but if we stick on, practice, and regularize our life as per the goal, Prema Pumartha Mahan, then we see it work wonders, more than we can imagine. You cannot imagine what kind of things you are progressing in Krishna consciousness, how you are progressing. Like for example, one devotee asked a very senior person that, Prabhuji, I am practicing Krishna consciousness for the last 10 years, but I feel that I have not progressed enough. I think that I have not progressed at all. So this devotee mentioned to him, senior devotee, that you feel like that because you are going through that journey, right? But if you ask some person who's standing by, who's seeing your Krishna consciousness, he will tell, actually you are progressing. The example is even that sometimes, if you see many of our friends or relatives who are not Krishna conscious, they see us, they always say us, hey, you are completely changed. आप बदल गए हो, तुम बदल गया हो. So you can see a change in us, that we are not the same person, we are different now. Our likings are different, our taste is different, our hobbies are different. So we may not pursue in our own journey much of change, but actually it is not of change. And that change has come because of Krishna consciousness. We could not change ourselves, but just by going through the process of Krishna consciousness, it has worked wonders in our life. So, Srila Prabhupada was in this way encouraging all of us to practice Krishna consciousness very strongly in our life, and thus opportunity awaits us to perfect our life and go back to it in this very life. However, Srila Prabhupada also warned all of us. He told that if you really want to go back to world, we should be very much focused on what are our daily activities and aspirations. Actually, Prabhupada once in his regular conversations mentioned, most of my disciples want to enjoy heaven. When devotee asked, why Prabhupada you're saying like that? We don't want to go to heaven, Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, you may not want to go, but the lifestyle you're having is like you want to be more comfortable in the material world, you're aspiring good things in the material world, enjoy the material world, all the aspirations is also same. So your aspiration of going backward is there, but also is your aspiration to enjoy the material world. And whichever is stronger aspiration, that will fulfill definitely for sure. So while we live in the material world and we have our short-term aspirations, let's not forget our long-term aspirations, work on them. And definitely without fail, a day will come, that day will be mine, when the same Vaikuntha airplane, which is now descended in front of Guru Maharaj, is also visible to our eyes. So, that's one aspiration. Like it is saying, let's picture from this every day we see that Mama Janmani Janmani Shwe. Sometimes we hear in Acharya's writings to mention that, oh Lord, I do not want anything in my life. I just want to, even if I want to come back in the material world, I have no problem, but I want to serve you. So, my devotee asked, it is good to have such an aspiration that we just ask Krishna, let me be here in the material world. So, I know Maharaj actually told that once the Prabhupada was asked a question by one disciple. One disciple asked the Prabhupada, said, Prabhupada, I want to come birth after birth after birth to distribute your books in this material world. Kindly bless me. I don't know what Srila Prabhupada said. No need. Why no need? Prabhupada said, Kali Yuga is going to get worse and worse and worse. So better distribute my books now and also perfect your life side by side and go back home backward this life without accommodating here. Someone else will take that decision. So we can see here that how while we have our own responsibilities in this material world, we also nurture the beautiful idea of how we should also fly our own planes and make our life perfect so that we can also achieve the same dream and goal Guru Maharaj achieved. We are also very fortunate that in this particular month we are going to celebrate our Purnima festival. I was indeed by mercy of my Guru and Vaishnavas was able to go to Mayapur recently. There, I was in Panchas Abhishek. So I got a chance to also visit many holy places in Mayapur to share a beautiful story which I have heard, and then we relax and do this of this class. I was in Mamgachi, which is also called as Motor Room Deep. So there I heard a beautiful story of Lord Ramchandra on his exile with Sita and Lakshman comes to Navdeep Dham. Lord Ramchandra came to this particular island of Motor Room Deep, and this is how this name this island got. Motor Room means tree, and Moda means happy. Lord Ramchandra came to this island under a very big tree and he smiled. He was very happy. Under the tree, he was very happy to become more the room tree. So when he was so happy, Sita Devi asked Lord Ramchandra, I see you happy every day, but now today you are exceptionally more happy. What is the reason? And Lord Ramchandra said, do you know the place where we have come? This is not an ordinary place. This is Navadip. This is the very place in the age of Kali Yuga. I will appear again as Lord Gauranga. And then Sita was very much interested to know about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then she asked, can I see the beautiful form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And Lord Ram revealed the Gauranga form to Sita Devi. And Lord Gauranga told Sita Devi that, that in this past time, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will be my wife. And in due course of time, at the age of 24, I will give you a house. I will leave everyone in Navadip and go out, preach, and get all the conditioned souls of the material world and spread the millennium chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Sita was very intrigued. Sita said, why you have to leave us and go out? So Lord Ram then said, Sita, you do not know. Now one pastime this time, Ram Lila, in future, I will have to leave you. I will have to send you away from home because of the people whom I am ruling. In Ayodhya, people will have some questions on why did I keep you in the house when you stayed for 1 year in the house of Ravana. So, just for the benefit of the people, I will have to take you away from the home and I will keep you in forest, in a ashram of Valmiki. That means I will have to take you away from your house. So, for the benefit of the people, I will take you away from the house. So now, this is not a good thing for me. So then I will have to take now, I will have to punish myself. Rather, I have to, this whole thing has to come back on me now. When Ram Leela, you had to go out of the house for people, but in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, when we both come, we will stay in the house and I will go out of the house. And that also for the benefit of the people. The same people who were questioning your character, the same people I will run around, catch them and make them go. That is the mission. That is all in terms of encompassing the full nature of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this way, days are coming in, and within just 2 weeks' time, we should bring Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's good appearance. I wish you all happy God Puja festival and happy start of the new year. Thank you so much. Hare Anything else? If you have gone over time, forgive me for that. And there is some more time, then we can have some comments.
Hi, Krishna Prabhu. This last story that you related about Lord Ram explaining to Sita, I missed the end part. First, Lord Ram explained that in the during let's say Ramayan time, he would have to renounce Sita for the sake of showing the people. But then he said during Gaur Leela, what was the answer to that?
He said, for the benefit of people, we had to renounce Sita, and now for the benefit of the same people, he will renounce himself from them. He will go out of the house.
Oh, okay.
So Sita will be in the house and he will go out. Previously, he remained in the house, Sita went out.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you very much for a very, very beautiful class. Thank you. And nice pastimes you related. All the Krishna and Ram and Krishna and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Hare Krishna, Go, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was a very nice class. And I request if there is any question, devotees can ask now.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, there is no question. We can end the call here. Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Kripa Singh Vacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai.
This session is no longer being recorded.
His Grace Baldev Das Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable time and association here.